We're going to move on to our first step, which is research. Because before you can create a profitable product, you've got to do some target market and competitor research so that you can create a specific product that will actually sell. Creators who skip this step thinking that they have a great idea often struggle to sell because they create what they think their market needs, not what the market actually wants. So from this point onwards, we're going to hop on over into your workbook. And I'm going to be walking you through the workbook instead of slides because you're going to be working inside of there for this entire course. So I might as well be in there with you. So feel free to open the checklist, the basic overview checklist of this entire process. So you can tick things off as you do them over the next 30 days and then open up the workbook. And we are going to go through each day of the workbook. How I think you would be best going through this course is, for some of you, you might want to watch the entire course so that you have a really good idea of what goes into creating a digital product of your own, and then go through it day by day so that you can just go through each day one at a time and complete the steps, then move on to the next. Now, there might be some of you who would rather not go through the entire course first and then go through it day by day. You might just want to go through it day by day right now. So if that is you, then watch day one, which I'm going to go into in a moment. And then when we get to the end of day one, just stop the video. You've done well for that day, move on to day two tomorrow, and then do that for the next 30 days. By the end of 30 days, you should have your own digital product and your launch prepped and ready to go. Okay, so here we are inside of the workbook. As you can see, it is kind of a lengthy workbook that you'll go through to create your digital product. If we go to the outline on the left-hand side, I just want to quickly show you how to navigate this. So you'll see that there are each of the weeks here, week 1, 2, 3, and 4. And each day of the week is broken down inside of there. You can navigate to certain days just by clicking on them from this outline here. And at the end of your 30 days, there are a few bonus tasks that you can do as well. So we're going to kickstart things from week 1, planning and research. I want you, before we dive in, to make a copy of this workbook to your own Google Drive or to your own device, and then we'll dive in. So day 1 of planning and research is all about identifying a specific target market, problem, and solution. And I've got 3 ways for you to use market research to come up with a profitable digital product idea. You might find it helpful to try all 3. And if you don't have an audience yet, or your audience isn't very engaged, just use method 2 and 3. So method number 1 is your target market research. If you already have an engaged audience, you can get your audience to help you come up with a profitable product idea. Simply find out what their top desire and struggle is in relation to your niche, which you might have already done. If you're inside my full system, the S.M.A.R.T system, you haven't just joined this course on digital products, you would have done quite a lot of your target market research already. So you might be able to use some of what you've already done. But once you figure out your audience's top desire and struggle, then you have your starting point. So you know what pain point your product needs to solve and what outcome it should deliver. So I want you to create an Instagram story and create a poll on that story using the question sticker. So there'll be 1 story for this one, 1 for this one, and 1 for this one. 3 stories in total. And you'll ask these 3 questions. What is your main desire when it comes to your niche? So if you're a web designer, it might be, what is your main desire when it comes to your website? Or what do you want most from your own website? If you're an Instagram coach, it could be, what is your main desire when it comes to your Instagram marketing? Finish this sentence. I wish I could achieve my desire without. This is going to give you a lot of really juicy info, by the way, because people are going to start telling you what they don't want to do. And this is invaluable information, because then you can create a product that helps them achieve their desire without doing the thing that they are dreading doing. So for an Instagram coach, it might be people might say without posting every day, or people might say without being salesy. They might say without using ads, so you get a lot of information on what people don't want, and you can use that to help sell your product. Then we've got, what is your main struggle when it comes to your niche? So ask your audience, if you have an engaged audience, ask them these 3 questions on your Instagram story poll. Step 2 is to wait 24 hours and then go through the answers and write any answers that repeatedly come up in this box here, because what we're going to be doing is looking for patterns, looking for what is coming up again and again, what struggles are coming up again and again, what desires are coming up, even what language or wording do they use repeatedly. Really hone in on what is coming up again and again, because you can and you should use that to craft a product that will actually sell. Number 3, step 3, is to brainstorm product ideas by transforming desires into how-to formats. So for instance, a social media manager's audience might desire more followers without daily posting. So their product could be how to grow your following without posting every day. And a quick little point here to make is, I want you to make each idea specific by adding numbers or time frames. This is a really handy little psychological hack to help sell your product more easily. People love when a product or a piece of content contains numbers. It makes it way more specific, which makes it way more attention grabbing. So instead of saying how to grow your following without posting every day, you could say, my 3-step process to gain 15K followers in 1 month without posting every day. And of course, that's just an example. And if you hadn't gained 15K followers in 1 month, or helped anybody else do that, then naturally you wouldn't use that as an example. I want you to really hone in on your own experience and your own results, and use those things to make your ideas more specific. So for you, it might be you gained your first 1,000 followers in 30 days. For somebody else, it might be how to make your first 10 digital product sales. Who knows? Just make sure that you're using the data that you've gathered from your audience, and then you're using numbers and timeframes based on your own unique experience. So use this box here to write out those product ideas in how-to formats. Then we're going to move on to method number 2, because remember, I've got 3 methods for you for figuring out what your digital product could be. So if method number 1 didn't really work for you, or you don't have an audience, then let's move on to method number 2, find popular competitor products. This is especially helpful if you don't have an audience yet, or it's not a very engaged audience. So step 1, Step 1, find 5 competitors in your niche with a large following. Step 2 is to analyze their products. So what are their best-selling products? Name them and describe what problem they solve, what result they get or help people to get, and what format they are in. So are they ebooks, courses, memberships, and so on. So write that information in this box here. Do that for your top 5 competitors, and then we'll move on to identifying gaps in the product. So what's missing in your competitors' products? What could make their products even better? So for instance, you might notice quite a lot of your competitors are selling ebooks. So you might think, well, actually, a lot of people don't have time to read. What if I created a 20-minute video instead? And I made it available as an ebook too, so that people who don't have time to read can actually listen to the class or watch it while they're doing something else. Or it might be something like, I could make this product better by featuring, I don't know, 3 different things, or teaching more things, or including templates, including scripts, including AI prompts. There are so many different ways that you can improve and make or create a product that is going to stand out in the marketplace. So this method number 2, it's all about figuring out what already sells well for your target audience and how can you create something even better than those things. So method number 3 is spotting low competition, high demand products. I want you to look for popular products among your competitors with the least amount of competition. This is your final way to come up with profitable product ideas. So find 5 competitors with large followings and list out any products that sell well but have quite low competition. So write those in this box here. Which of these product topics, if any, do you have experience in? Because remember, we're not going to be creating anything that you don't have real experience or results in, whether for yourself or for clients, or even results you've helped people get for free. You've got to have had some experience and some results in something in order for you to create a product about it. Number 3, what are these products lacking? How could you make a superior product? Again, we've already discussed ways that products might be lacking certain features, or, might benefit from being in a different format. So go ahead and type your ideas here. What other changes could you make to make your product different? So you might think to yourself, I could give it a time frame. Get your first 1,000 followers in 30 days, or or create your own, ebook in 7 days. Or if everyone's made an ebook, like I said, you could make a video class. So type your ideas here. Just as a quick example, during my research for my product, the Content Batching Blueprint, I noticed that everyone sold Instagram marketing courses, but there were only a couple of people who sold a product about batching content, and those products sold really well. So I knew that this was a topic that would sell well in my market. And it's also a topic I had ample experience in, because it's not only something I've been doing for myself for many, many years. I've been in business for 12 years, creating content for 12 years. So I've been batching content for a long time. But it was also something I already teach in some of my courses. So I've got testimonials about it as well. So I already had plenty of experience to make a product about this. And the 2 existing products I found on the topic were both ebooks. So I created a video course, and it's available as an ebook as well when you buy it. And I added a ton of templates that those products don't include. And I used my own processes, my own batching processes, which I know are completely different to anything else out there. So I knew already off the jump, I could create this product, and I spotted gaps in the existing products that I could fill in mine to make my product the no-brainer choice, even if people are looking between my competitors' products and mine.